Hey, good morning, folks. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. MLive Morning Weather Update. Two things to talk about, at least. We have a little snow coming our way through the center part of the state, from about Grand Rapids, maybe just north of there, Montcalm County, over across Alma, over toward the Saginaw area. Thin strip. It's going to struggle because temperatures will be about 32 to 33, 34 degrees. So it'll have to come down pretty hard for it to stick, and then it'll be kind of transient. And we have the possibility of a strong geomagnetic storm tonight. And you know, the timing on these things isn't exact, but they give a window of about midnight to 4 a.m. in the morning. So we're going to look at the cloudiness on that, and if we'll actually be able to see it here in Michigan, and in parts we will. In fact, the northern parts. Good morning to some folks. First off, good morning to Mynell Molesby and Janet Siradowski. Good morning to you. She says, the sound is muffled again. Is the sound muffled? We are working on that, folks. But, you know, because it's muffled on your end doesn't mean that everybody's hearing it that way. So we're working on the buzz, trying to get the buzz better. All right, so here we go. A radar forecast. Dry today. No problem. And then as we go to Friday, here is 11 o'clock tomorrow. And like I said, temperatures are going to be very marginal. What's happening is the cold air aloft is going to change the rain over to snow in the late morning or an early afternoon from about Saginaw to, let's say, Mount Pleasant, Alma. You know, Lansing, you're probably going to be rain and snow mixed. Okay, so folks are saying hard time hearing. I have been potting down the microphone just to get rid of the buzz, but let's go back up a little bit. And there we go. Okay, so as we go through the afternoon, the snow stays in Saginaw to Grand Rapids, north of Grand Rapids, into the Thumb. Again, marginal snow, kind of a rainy snow. And then Ann Arbor, Detroit, Lansing, Jackson, Kalamazoo, you're mostly rain. You could have a snowflake mixed in there at times. That's all done by early evening. And then as we go through the overnight, mixed rain and snow also. So, you know, temperatures are just marginal for snowfall. So it's going to be a mixed precip event. A lot of these will here over the next couple of days. All right, there you go. They say that sounds better. So total snowfall off of that same model, 1 to 3 inches. And typically in something like this, the band is even a little bit more narrow than what's showing there. So I would say around Grand Rapids, north of Grand Rapids, through Alma, toward the Saginaw area, toward the Thumb, Bay City, Midland, 1 to 3 inches. Probably on the grass, you know, it would have to come down pretty hard for it to stick on the roads with the temperature of 34. And by the way, we're going to be near 50 today, so that does help some. That kind of primes the roads to get warmer. Here is another model of that same storm system, and about the same thing, about the same placement. This is maybe, you know, 10 miles farther south. I would say it'll probably be, you know, 10 miles further north. But the point is, little swath of 1 to 3 inch snow tomorrow during the day through the center part of the state, not in the far south and not in the far north. All right, we go on into the future then. And the European, by the way, shows the same thing. So just the question will be, what will the temperature do to any accumulation? So here's Saturday, early morning. I'm sorry, that's before sunrise Saturday. Rain and snow showers around. Again, just marginal temperatures. You don't do much accumulation at 32, 33, 34 degrees. Now here's Sunday, another little rain and snow, and again, not much accumulation because of the marginal temperatures. Chloe Valentine mentions that, yeah, the snow is really melting right now. Yeah, when you get into the upper 30s, it really starts to take off on the melting. So today, 47 to near 50. Basically from Grand Rapids to Mount Pleasant to Saginaw, Flint, Bay City, Midland, even Alpena, and then down into the southeast to Detroit and Ann Arbor areas. Friday, tomorrow, look at Saginaw, high of 35. Look at Grand Rapids, high of 35. That's probably before it starts to snow. Then it comes down to about 32 or 33. That's why I say it's going to be real tough for it to be anything significant. Okay. Good morning, Erica Kipmiller. Thanks for watching. And Dean Frowen, thanks for watching to you. Wanda Miller, good morning to you also. So Saturday, upper 30s. Sunday, upper 30s. Monday, upper 30s in a lot of places. Tuesday, mid to upper 30s. Wednesday, upper 30s. Next Thursday, December 7th, December already, upper 40s. 40s on Friday the 8th and 40s on Saturday 9th. So that's when the warm-up really kicks into the area. Here is the surface temperature anomaly over the next 10 days. And you notice we flirt with just about normal, through the weekend. And then notice what happens as we go into Wednesday of next week and Thursday and Friday. Now we're into Saturday. That's about 10 degrees warmer than normal. So normal highs, low to mid 30s, you add 10, that puts you into the 40s. And you can see even out at December 10th, it's a fairly widespread warmer than normal pattern. All right, now here's what's happened as far as northern lights go. There's a part of NOAA called the Space Weather Prediction Center. They monitor all of the energy coming off of the sun. So we had 4 solar flares, solar bursts off of the sun's surface heading toward Earth. First one, they say, is going to miss Earth. The second, third, and fourth are going to hit Earth with the solar energy, what we call a coronal mass ejection, what they call that. That just means a big blob of energy that when it hits the top of our atmosphere can make northern lights. Well, what they're saying is the fourth one was very strong and it's traveling faster, just like storm systems that we have here on Earth. Some of these solar storms travel slower or faster. So the fourth one is going to catch up to bursts 2 and 3, and they're all going to hit our atmosphere tonight. The timing, is not an exact type thing, but they're saying midnight tonight to 4 a.m. in the morning. So let's go look at the modeling and where it could be clear. Okay, now I don't have a great way to show you something simple, but let me go over this with you. So what you're seeing is 4 panels. Upper left is total cloud cover. Probably what we want to look at, because where you see the bluish and the darker colors, that's the area that will have clear skies enough to see the northern lights. So you got a distinct clearing line. This, by the way, is midnight tonight. You got a distinct clearing line, through the thumb, through the Saginaw area to around Grand Rapids, northward, and then you have some clouds in the eastern part of the UP. So probably your best bet, I would say, just based on the weather conditions, is maybe get into the north central northeast part of lower Michigan, heading toward Houghton Lake, or somewhere up in there. Let's go another hour out and another. So now we're at 2 in the morning, and again the low clouds up in far northern lower, maybe the eastern UP. Otherwise, should be pretty clear. And your best chances, Alpena to Tawas, to West Branch and Gladwin, best chance of clear skies and seeing the northern lights. And so there you have it. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. A little snow tomorrow, a lot of melting today, and nothing really, too noteful in the weather pattern, except 40s, several days of 40s in December is a pretty noteful type weather pattern. We'll have that kick in as we head into next week. And northern lights. I might stay up. And head north and see what I could see, because we don't get great updates really, because they only have 2 data points. And I think this is something we should work on, because if we got one of these strong events, it could really affect our lives here on Earth. We're so electronically connected nowadays. But what they see is they see the burst come off the sun, and they estimate the arrival at the Earth. You know how far the sun is away. And then we don't get an update until it passes this Discover satellite, and then they can get a really good update. But guess when the energy hits the Earth after that? About an hour after it. So we won't have a great update until just before it happens. So get ready, take a nap, and hopefully you'll get to see the northern lights for the first time. It is worth it. If they're fantastic on a certain night, it's definitely worth you checking it out. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.